Welcome to Magic May. Okay, so today is day 26, and every day, if you didn't know this, I'm giving a tool away or a question or something like that, hopefully to inspire you, empower you to choose something different, something greater, something more possibilities available. So, the tool for today, Magic May, and don't forget to comment Magic May, and we'll send you a link with some other good stuff, etc. I'm still working through the tools of this book, which is amazing. The 10 Keys to Total Freedom by Gary Douglas and Dr. Dan Here. Get it. It's on, Amazon, all the places where you can, or where you buy books. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by people's names coming in. Hi. And I'm just going to say, Pamela, one of my assistants, is just WhatsApping me. And it's her birthday tomorrow. So a big happy birthday to Pamela. She's amazing. Okay, so here's the tool for today on Magic May. This is tool number 26. This is one that everyone goes, what? No drugs of any kind. What do I mean by that? So I'm going to read a little excerpt from here. But basically it's like, anything that creates you to be unaware, all right? Because what we're shooting for here is consciousness and awareness. So anything that you're currently choosing that is creating unawareness is like a drug. I mean, I always like to say I've lived a colorful life. I've been there, done that. And I took a hell of a lot of like drugs when I was growing up and in Sydney, etc. You name it, I pretty much did it. And then I stopped. As soon as I did my first Choice for Possibilities class, which used to be called Level 2 and 3, it's one of the advanced access consciousness classes. I did that. And I was in the class and Gary Douglas was talking about drugs and I started crying and we had a break. And he came over to me and he said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I said, "You sort of got me on the drug thing though." And he was like, "Tell me." And I told him, I was about to go to this music festival and I had all these ecstasy tablets on me and all this sort of stuff. And he said, "Well, if you're choosing consciousness and drugs," he said, "it's like sitting on the edge of a fence. One day you'll end up impaled." And the wonderful thing about it was he didn't say you're wrong, you're terrible, you're bad, you're awful, you shouldn't, like none of that. He was like, it's a choice. Like, what are you choosing? And I remember that day I went outside and it was a beautiful summer's day. I went, God, I could just jump in my van and drive to the beach and go for a swim. Or I could walk back into this class and find out what this guy's talking about. And I did that. And I didn't take drugs since. I remember when he said to me, I rang him and I said, "Hey, I've got this music festival on, but I'm not going to take these ecstasy tablets." And he said, "What are you going to do with them?" I said, "I'll sell them." And he was like, I've got a better idea. And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Flush them down the toilet." And I was like, "Hey, baby steps. Do you know how much money that is?" So I sold them at cost price. So I didn't make a profit, but I got rid of them and I've never taken drugs since. I do like drinking alcohol. I like cocktails and wine, etc. But here's the thing, and this is the part about the tool in here, the 10 Keys to Total Freedom, is no drugs of any kind is, you have a glass of wine that tastes friggin' amazing. Maybe you have 2 glasses of wine that tastes friggin' amazing. And then your third glass of wine, it's like, it starts to taste like vinegar. And when you are drinking or anything like that into the place where you now become unaware, that's what we're talking about, okay? So, because people go, what about cigarettes? What about this? And it's like, well, do they create unawareness for you? Some people are totally unaware with food. Like some people just eat food and eat what their body's not asking for. And so they're choosing it from unawareness and unconsciousness. And the whole idea here is, what would it take to be more aware and more conscious in everything that you choose? So welcome to Magic May, everybody. This is day number 26 because I've forgotten a few days. That happens. Good morning. And this tool is from 10 Keys to Total Freedom, no drugs of any kind. This is just a little excerpt, okay? And it says, Gary's saying in this book, people say to me, "You don't like drugs." He said, I don't care if you do drugs, it's your life. Do whatever you want. The difficulty with doing drugs is that when you do drugs, you open the door to other entities taking over and using your body. Any place you lose control of your body becomes a place in which another entity can enter or use your body. That's the primary reason for not doing drugs. So anything that cuts off your awareness is a drug. You've got to be willing to be aware of everything. There are a lot of people who do not eat from a conscious place. They don't look at what their body desires. They only do what they have decided to do. So the biggest drug on the planet is unconsciousness. So basically, it's like anywhere that you're choosing unconsciousness. I mean, right now, it's like destroy and uncreate it, right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, provides, creations, bases, and beyonds. On the Prophet Club. You're on the Prophet Club. Yay! Hi, Argentina. Yeah, tell me where you guys are from. I deliberately didn't want to talk about classes on these Magic May. It was about the tools. And now that you've mentioned the Prophet Club, I just want to say I have this membership and you get 2 calls a month. It's $28, but 1st of June, it goes to $42. There's a whole story behind that. I think it's funny. But if you sign up now, you just get grandfathered in and you'll pay $28 until if you leave and come back, then it's $42. Okay, it works like Spotify. Once you join, you can download literally all the calls that I've done from the beginning of the series, and I think we're on to call number 55 or something like that. Indonesia, India, yay! Hello, everybody. So this is Magic May. I just gave you the tool, no drugs of any kind, but I sort of went into a little bit of a description of what that is because most people just go, oh, no drugs.